Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're tackling a massive question. How do you plan for a future that is fundamentally unpredictable? We're going to dive into the cutting-edge science that's trying to protect our planet by preparing for the great unknown. So, right off the bat, this is the core challenge for anyone trying to protect life on Earth today. It's a question that honestly changes the whole game. It forces us to just toss out simple fortune-telling and get a whole lot smarter about how we think. Okay, so let's get into it. To save a species, you have to be thinking decades down the line, right? But here's the massive problem we're running into. Our old ways of predicting what's going to happen, well, they're just not working anymore. And that makes those super important long-term decisions feel almost impossible. And this right here, this is the heart of the problem. It actually has a name: deep uncertainty. And look, this isn't just about being a little unsure, It means our very best scientific models can literally point in completely different directions. It just leaves you paralyzed. I mean, which future are you supposed to bet on? And that's where the real danger kicks in. When you're faced with that much confusion, what's our first instinct? To freeze, right? We wait for a clearer picture. But when extinction is on the line, waiting just isn't an option. Inaction, that suddenly becomes the single riskiest decision you can make. Okay, so where is all this uncertainty actually coming from? Well, it's not just one bad guess. It's more like a chain reaction, a cascade effect, where one layer of doubt just gets stacked right on top of another. Yeah, think about how this thing builds. First, we have to guess about us, about human behavior, our economies, our technology. I mean, good luck with that, right? Then those guesses get fed into these super complex climate models, which have their own variables. And then those climate predictions are used to guess how animals and plants are going to react. The uncertainty just compounds at every single step. This quote, it's a surprisingly blunt admission from the scientific community. But it's not about failure. It's about being totally honest. What it's telling us is that trying to chase down one single perfect prediction, well, it's a fool's errand. So, this is the crucial turning point in our whole story. If our best models can't be crystal balls, then what on earth are they good for? The answer, and this is the cool part, it requires a complete shift in how we think about them. We're going to turn them from prediction tools into something way, way more useful. Okay, so here's the big idea. The solution is to just stop trying to predict the future and instead start preparing for many possible futures. It's this really profound shift in mindset from prediction to preparation. I mean, check this out. The old way was like building a single, really brittle bridge to one predicted future. And if you're wrong, the whole thing just collapses. The new way is all about finding multiple paths forward, creating a flexible, robust plan that can actually handle a bunch of different outcomes. And this powerful approach, it has a name. It's called scenario planning. It's basically a structured way for scientists and planners to stop treating uncertainty like the enemy and start using it as a tool to build much, much stronger strategies. And honestly, it's as intuitive as it sounds. Think about it like you're planning a camping trip. You don't just look at a sunny forecast and only pack sunscreen, do you? No way. You pack a rain jacket too, just in case. You're not predicting it's going to rain. You're just preparing for the possibility. And that right there is the whole essence of scenario planning. All right, so what does this actually look like in the real world, in practice? The goal isn't to find some kind of magic bullet. It's to identify the actions that are just a plain good idea, no matter which one of those plausible futures actually happens. And that leads us to this key idea, a no-regrets strategy. These are the win-win moves. They're the conservation equivalent of packing that rain jacket for your camping trip. I mean, whether it rains or shines, you're going to be glad you have it. So what does a no-regrets move actually look like? Well, we're talking about things like building wildlife corridors so animals can move around, or reducing pollution, or protecting really diverse landscapes. These are all actions that just make ecosystems healthier and stronger, period. It doesn't matter if the future gets 2 degrees warmer or 3, wetter or drier. You see, all of these strategies, they share one powerful central goal. Instead of trying to protect one specific species in one specific place based on some shaky prediction, you focus on strengthening the entire system. That way, it can just better withstand whatever changes come its way. Okay, so let's bring this all together. What does it all mean? Well, this new perspective, it's offering more than just a new set of tools. It actually gives us a more powerful and, frankly, a more optimistic way to face this uncertain future. I love this quote because it just perfectly reframes the entire discussion. Our incredible computer models, they aren't meant to be crystal balls telling us exactly what's going to happen. They're more like compasses. They show us the range of possible directions we might go, and they help us understand the risks and possibilities that are out there. And this just completely flips the script on how we view uncertainty. I mean, for way too long, it's been used as an excuse to delay action, right? Oh, we're not sure yet. But this framework shows us that the very existence of uncertainty is the most powerful reason we have to act, because it points the way towards smarter, more flexible strategies. Ultimately, it's like this. When we finally accept that we can't perfectly predict the future, we open the door to creating much, much better plans. And that's a lesson that applies far beyond conservation, right? It applies to our economies, our communities, even our own lives. So the final question is really for you. Where in your world can you stop betting on a single prediction and start preparing for all the possibilities?